What's going on, guys? It's Tony, Urban Girl Scout Media, living the dream as always, and coming to you today to talk about work. Not my job specifically. I have the best job in the world, so I'm not going to do anything to risk that, of course. And by best job in the world, I mean it pays. So, I guess I'm going to ramble. I don't really have a lot of direction on this conversation, but it's something I wanted to bring up. Who the fuck decided it was a 40-hour work week? Who the fuck decided that? Because that's a lot of time. First and foremost, that's a lot of time. Let's assume you sleep for 7 to 8 hours a day, and then you have an 8 to 9 hour work day. Doesn't leave you much time outside of work to have a life. That kind of concerns me because I think that's where a lot of people get burned out. Another thing that kind of gets me about the 40-hour work week is, and I wish I could remember who said this on what podcast I was listening to, because it was really intelligent. Most Americans don't give you a full 40 hours of work. Yeah, that's what I think of that. They don't give you a full 40 hours. I certainly don't. If I gave you from minute 1 to the last minute to complete 40 hours of nonstop 110%, that would be unrealistic. Nobody does that. Not even the best of the best. Nobody does that. That's just not the way it works. So it kind of surprises me that we have this system where we're expected to work these long days for, I'm very happy with the amount of money I make, but I know there's a lot of people who, even if they live within their means, they deserve a little bit more. And there's people who don't deserve as much as they get. And I don't know what people make. I don't care. It's just based on general knowledge of the world. You can say that about just about anything. Certain people make more than they deserve. Certain people don't make as much as they deserve. And then the long, excruciating hours, it kind of gets me thinking, what if we kind of reformed the system to where jobs had, and I know this wouldn't work for every job, but let's talk about the non-service industry jobs, because like fast food, I think, is a little bit harder to implement this in, but jobs where you can have a productivity level for your staff, why can't you have a productivity level and then they get to go home? It was something that happened, I believe Atari did this in the 70s and 80s when they first started, is they basically said, hey, we care about your output, we don't care about what you look like. They were very relaxed on the dress code, and if you wanted to work noon to midnight, as long as you got your work done, that was your business. If you worked noon to 4, as long as you got your work done, that was your business. I find that fascinating. I think that that's a good base to start with, and personally, I think that a lot of us are going to look back at some point in our life. I've already done this. We're going to look back and think, I wasted a lot of fucking time at work. I've only had a handful of jobs. I've kept jobs for a very long time because I believe that that's how you get better. It's not hopping around, but, kind of finding a good spot and getting planted in it. I would love to have a job where I was told, this is your productivity. If you get done in 20 hours, you get done. Now, you'd obviously have to deal with some pay structure issues and things like that, but having the starting point is really what this rant is about. Is how can we get people out of the office and into the life that they deserve to live more? I don't think that's unacceptable. I don't think that's unrealistic. I'm sure there will be some people who say, well, you gotta have this, you gotta have that. I'm starting with a very vague idea and trying to work it down. And my idea is really, how can we make life better for everybody, not just me? So, there you go. I just wanted to ramble. I don't know what. I don't know. Just wanted to ramble. I hope that you guys do have jobs that at least you don't hate. I like to have a few mottos on my team, and one of them is I want you to hate that you have to work, not that you have to work for me. I think it's a pretty fair ask. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful day. This is Tony K with Urban Girl Scout Media, living the dream as always and hoping to reform the work week.